A time that I've failed.
I failed many tests here. I failed at relationships. I failed at baking.
This semester, I failed multiple tests.
I pulled an all-nighter for an exam. I was ready to take it. And during the exam, fell asleep for about 10 minutes.
You take the exam, you walk out of it, and you're thinking, well, goodness, that exam just smacked me.
I'm hoping to go to med school eventually, but my first time around with the MCAT just totally la-bombed it. All of the bombs.
I actually failed a complete course. It was really complex and I just couldn't get it, and it was really sad, and I tried really hard, and I went to every office hour of the professor and I tried a tutor and just couldn't get it. So I ended up withdrawing, and it ended up being a really positive decision. Even though you have a weird W, nobody cares because you're happy.
I didn't get into college the first time I applied. I submitted my applications and uniformly rejected all across the board. I was completely devastated. If I can make it, you guys can too.
It's okay to not be a twomp. I would say that I may be failing in being what I would call a swamp or a stupid William & Mary person, which I guess would be a slightly inferior William & Mary person, though C-womp doesn't really sound as cool.
All of my wonderful friends are going through all these things and they really need me, but I'm not there. And so I think one of my biggest failures is that I'm not there for these people who are always 100% there for me. I don't give them the time that they deserve because I'm too busy doing work because, God forbid I not make an A on that test and have the perfect GPA. So I think sometimes we fail by being obsessed with not failing.
I fail every day. I don't remember things well. I forget to do my homework. I'll forget that I'm supposed to meet with somebody later on.
I trip and stumble a lot. I say things I don't mean a lot, but yeah, there is forgiveness, that's all I would say.
I just walked all the way here to check my mailbox and forgot my mailbox key.
I was on stage in Lodge 1 performing at a homebrew, and I forgot the lyrics. I was rapping and I forgot the lyrics. And so what I did was I just laughed into the microphone at myself.
In high school, I was at a play, Dracula, and I jumped off the stage during a performance and broke my heel. That's okay, because I'm human and life goes on.
I only ever failed one test in high school, and it was my senior year in calculus. And I remember it so vividly because the teacher stood up in front of the class and said, we had a wide range of scores on our test this week. They ranged from a 96 to a 32. And she passed out the papers, and my boyfriend was sitting at the chair right next to mine, and he flipped over the corner of his paper with a big smile, 96. And I flipped over the corner of mine. It was the 32.
From kindergarten on, well, first grade on, I'd always made good grades. That was one of the things I did. I made good grades, really good grades. I think the biggest disappointment of my life, though, probably, which means I've had a really, on the whole, quite wonderful life, was I didn't get a Rhodes Scholarship. I really, really, really wanted to go to Oxford as a Rhodes Scholar, and tried hard and came quite close. Survived into the final stages of the selection process, but didn't make it. And that I found a really bitter pill to swallow. But life goes on. So if you're feeling a bit downtrodden or down at the mouth because something isn't going the way you'd like it to, even though you've tried very hard, hey, you're not alone. Happens to everybody. It absolutely happens to everybody. So be of good cheer and mush on.